Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the I Love Shreveport Podcast. We have a special edition today. We're so excited. We have Ms. Jennings from the Community Development Department of the City of Shreveport. Ms. Jennings, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, we're so grateful that you took out some time to come and share some important information to us and to the community. And before we get started, we just want you to tell us what you do. Tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are, where you're from.
Okay. I'm Jennings, and I'm employed with Community Development Division for the City of Shreveport. I serve as the Financial Empowerment Program Manager, and this is my second year with the city. I'm really excited about all of these new initiatives that we're adding to an already full spectrum of programs that we provide the community.
So you're from the Community Development Department of the City of Shreveport. What is the function of the community development for the City of Shreveport?
Community development is truly the lifeline quality of life division of the city. Most city services, you think of them, they are infrastructure related. It's trash, it's streets, it's drainage, it's water. And community development, we have those type of initiatives such as housing and workforce, business opportunities, those that have a real impact on the type of life and activities and things that our residents are exposed to and have the opportunity to enjoy.
Amazing. So community development has 3 bureaus of departments. Mm-hmm. Tell us what you're doing in the area of financial department.
Okay. So as you mentioned, most people are probably familiar with our Cattle Job Center, with our housing initiatives for, roof repairs and structures to homes, as well as some of the business initiatives. Well, for financial empowerment, it's a new area that we've been exploring for a few years. We have established a Shreveport Financial Empowerment Center. Mm-hmm. It's one of our major initiatives. We are a coalition city of the Cities for Financial Empowerment, and Shreveport is a city member. So we've been spending time learning about financial empowerment initiatives and how they're being used to deal with poverty and crime. Mm-hmm. The Financial Empowerment Center is managed by United Way, and so it is a center in itself. You can schedule appointments with a counselor, and those counselors are going to give you one-on-one counseling. It's private, it's confidential, it's nothing that anyone has to be concerned that would be shared publicly, but where you have the opportunity to meet with someone one-on-one and develop a full plan for how I can strengthen my finances, how I can get myself on the right financial path so that I will have access to mortgages and to loans and to get a car loan. Because we all know that if your credit isn't in order or your finances aren't in order, if you haven't been able to get on a good budget so that you can pay your bills on time, it's going to be a hindrance to you doing a lot of other things that you want, again, for a good quality of life. You want to become a homeowner. You want to leave that legacy to your family.
Of course. And so it's to my understanding that at the Financial Empowerment Center, that people can learn how to manage bills, work through debt, establish and improve credit, also create a budget and even open a bank account and save for the future. Why is this important for our community?
So the city of Shreveport having a 27% poverty rate. And when you look at certain communities, it's even higher, up to 50%. We know that a lot of these residents lack access to those financial products that are just germane to, again, having a good quality of life. And one of those things is having a bank account with a financial institution. Unfortunately, in a lot of those communities, people are using payday loan companies, and if you're already in financial trouble, oftentimes it just puts you deeper under, and it's hard for you to get out of that, to break out of that barrier. So having access to a bank account puts you in the mainstream of society. Having access to all of those financial products that we know are what we have to live day to day. Sure. And be able to provide in a way that pulls you out of poverty, pulls you out of so much debt. Until you do that, everything else, will be out of arm's reach.
So we talk about bank account. There are a lot of people that think it's very hard to open up a bank account. How easy is what information would they need to open up a bank account?
Well, one of the things that has been very good about having a Financial Empowerment Center is that we've been able to partner with financial institutions and help them to appreciate having flexible products, that there are different range of types of bank accounts. There's accounts for first-time bankers. There's bank accounts for those that may not have the best credit or reputation. They generally are described as unbankable because perhaps you've had some problems in the past, but you need that second chance to start over. So we've had financial institutions that have worked with us on creating a range of products. So there's really something for everyone, and with some commitment, and a plan, then you can get yourself on the right track.
Because you need that bank account for a lot of things.
For a lot of
housing.
things.
You don't really realize it,
Yes.
until you start doing some major things.
Yeah, once you get your first job and perhaps you begin to make more money or making money at all, even to do the deposits. And so we've learned that a lot of youth are using Cash App. And so they're so excited about Cash App, and Cash App provides you with a card, but that's not an actual bank account tied to an institution where you're building credibility, so it's different. So it surprised me. It had never dawned on me, but I'm like, oh goodness, is that what they think? Because they have the card.
Almost definitely.
They're thinking it's the same thing, and so it's not. So we're helping to educate and inform, make sure people are aware of that, and again, just get that second chance to start over with the knowledge of knowing this is what I need to pay attention to. This is what I need to understand about my credit score. This is what I need to understand about what I can afford and what I can't right now, but what can become goals for the future. So we've added some new programming to the Financial Empowerment Center, and that's legacy planning.
Okay.
Sometimes it's scary to talk about legacy planning and wills. Because we don't want to think about death.
Of course.
But ultimately, it is something that happens, and it's so much better for our family when we can leave them prepared.
Correct.
Versus without a plan, without the proper finances for it. And if there are assets that we have accumulated, we certainly want to make sure it goes to the right person or persons.
Most definitely. So you're telling the viewers that are watching that Cash App is not a bank account, even though it has the Visa logo on it.
It's not a bank account. It's not the same thing.
So how young do you say someone should start a bank account, or their parents start them a bank account?
Oh, I don't know if there's a young enough age. I mean, from as soon as they understand the concept of money.
Of course.
Perhaps, well, certainly probably middle school would be, the more appropriate time, with some controls there, of being able to make the decisions for them, because banks do have ages for accounts, and that's actually been a really big subject of lowering the age, and for some children that may not have the parental protection, allowing them to be able to be in charge of their accounts.
Sure.
And it's a national discussion about it.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So what other news and information do you have concerning?
So we're really excited being a part of the Cities for Financial Empowerment Coalition. The city of Shreveport has been chosen as the next site for the coalition meeting.
Wow.
So in April, we'll have cities from around the country who are all studying financial empowerment programming like us that will convene here in downtown Shreveport. And so we're really excited to host them. We'll be taking them on some tours of some of our programming and just learning more about what we can bring to our financial empowerment initiatives, to community development, to offer more to our residents in Shreveport. Absolutely amazing. So we're going to be the host city. That's right. That's amazing. So now, is there anything else you'd like to share as it relates to the Financial Empowerment Center, community development, anything else you'd like to share? Sure. Definitely go to the website and check out community development. We do have a host of programming, again, from workforce training to housing, and that's housing for often I notice people think of the repairs, but also for first-time home buyers. There's a great program, we talked about it on here before, the Happy program, that's first-time home buyer assistance up to $10,000 in down payment assistance. Yes, right. Again, major opportunity because the largest barrier to people becoming homeowners is being able to save up enough money for the down payment. Correct. So if you can get the down payment assistance, that's just a major accomplishment and helping someone again start the legacy of home ownership in your family, teaching that to your children so that they'll always understand what it means to have those assets and the value that those assets bring. Most definitely. Well, understanding this, Ms. Shreveport has a lot of different positive things
that are helpful for our communities. That's why we're taking out this time talking to people like yourself to help get this information out here on the I Love Shreveport podcast. Now, before we leave, we normally ask all of our guests why they love Shreveport. And so today we want to ask you, Miss Von Jennings, why do you love Shreveport so much?
I think, without a doubt, Shreveport has an amazing sense of resilience. Through the good, through the bad, and there are so many good things, and oftentimes we hear a lot about our challenges, but Shreveport clearly has a major feel of resilience that you feel amongst the people. The people are very inviting, and there's a strong sense of family, and I think that drives the resilience that, we're always going to overcome. We're going to always continue to look for new opportunities, and there's no obstacle that will defeat us.
Of course. Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming, sharing this information with us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And, of course, those of you that are watching, again, thank you so much for tuning into the I Love Shreveport podcast, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in.